Aloha, this is Tito for the LoliNation blog, coming to you on this edition of Marvelous Mondays. And it's a marvelous and prodigious day again. Are you ready to take on this week? I'm telling you, I am psyched. I'm ready to rock and roll. Did you remember what we talked about last week? It was the first value towards a prodigious attitude, and that is discipline. Now remember, attitude is not just a feeling, a state of mind. It starts with a state of mind, and then it's got to transcend. It's got to translate into action, and action has to do with discipline. And we've defined discipline as doing the things that you need to do, doing the things that you need to do when you least want to do them. That means if you want to exercise, you want to get in better shape, sometimes, and it happens to me too, you wake up in the morning, but your body just doesn't want to go. You got to get your mind powerful, get in there, and get out and get her done. That's what discipline is. And now, have you done the homework I've said to you last week? Have you gone out and taken the pieces of paper, look at your resolutions, your goals, your objectives, whatever you've called them, and actually written down what you need to do and what you are going to do to achieve those? Only you. You can tell me, Tito, yes, I did, and I'll believe you. Man, I'm not going to go out and check it out and get you to send me an email. If you want to send me an email to confirm, feel free to do that. Just send it over. I'll be glad to comment on it. But what I'm going to do is kind of tell you and challenge you is that if you haven't done it, you can say that to me and you haven't done it. You haven't written it down. It brings back to our second values towards a prodigious attitude. And that value is integrity. That's right. It's the I word, integrity. It is something that is lacking nowadays because people so freely promise that they will get things done, that they will do the things right. Now, my question to you is that, is it really doing things right, which is following the rules, making sure that everything is tickety-poo, when you actually inside of yourself, you know this is not the right thing? Doing the right thing has to be tied with integrity. Doing things right will make you reach those things within a set of rules, but doing the right thing inside of your heart and your mind, you will know if it matches with your set of values. Now, I question to you again, if you are full integrity, if you have full integrity, you will be in the moment. In that moment present, like right now, am I feeling fully pumped up and ready to rock and want to take the whole world and the rest of this world with me? I am. I am so psyched. And if I'm not, well, you know what? It's going to come through. You're not going to believe me. I'm not going to be authentic. And being authentic is one of the key part of achieving a prodigious success. Being authentic is one of the key part of having a rightful and a prodigious attitude. You know, being authentic means being in the moment, in the present. I met the person last week, actually on Tuesday, when I went to train on my one-on-one with my Apple group, and she talked about that she's juggling. Her name is Louise Lavoie. Louise Lavoie said when she juggles, it's a great, wonderful way for her to meditate. You know why? Because when she juggles, she has to be present in the moment. You got to be present in the moment when you juggle. Because if you're not, you're going to fumble. You're going to drop those balls. So are you taking time to take a look at yourself? And if you are in the moment, if you are being honest with yourself, right? It's something I call the brutal truth. The brutal truth only you know, because when you stare yourself back in the mirror and you look back at yourself, you will know if you have done the things that you need to do to achieve your level of success that you define. You can make excuses, oh, well, it's not really what I really want this, but inside of your heart, you know. Some people say, money does not make happiness, but inside of their heart, they know the lack of money is not giving them the opportunity or the ability to go out there and reach for what they want to reach, to give what they want to give. Some people say, health is important, but what I'm doing is okay. While inside of them, they're huffing and puffing. They're seeing their bulge coming through. They're seeing the heaviness that they carry on their body, and they feel bad about it. That's brutal truth. And the brutal truth, only you, when you stare back in the mirror, will know. Now, it's been said many a times before, you want the source of all the problems, you want your source of all your problems, stand in front of a mirror. The reverse is also true. You want the source of all your solutions. If you do, stand in front of the mirror. It starts with you. It's always what I've been saying. So there you go. The brutal truth. I'm going to give you 2 things to do as a quick tips for you to achieve this level of integrity is your resolutions, your goals that you set from last week. We're still at the beginning of the year. It's not too late to kind of grab this and put the list. List those resolutions and list the actions in a second column besides. The actions that you do. The actions that you're currently doing, not what you're thinking you want to do, the actions you are currently doing each and every day right now. And in a column besides that, write down the list of actions that you want to do or that you need to do, that list of discipline to achieve the level of success that you want to achieve or your resolutions or your goals. And see if there's a discrepancy. Stare yourself in the mirror and see if there's a discrepancy. And then if there is a gap, what are you going to do to fix that gap? What are you going to do and change it up and write that down? After that, the second step, the second thing is to find what I call a BTP, a brutal truth partner. BTP, a brutal truth partner. What's a brutal truth partner? It's that one individual, that one person that cares. It might be your spouse, a best friend, might be a coach, somebody that's going to tell you straight up if you are taking the steps and actions that's going to lead you towards your success or your resolutions, or are you just lying to yourself, making yourself believe that what you do today is going to make happen and change what you want to reach to. Those are the 2 only things I'm going to give to you as a quick tips, and they're big things. I mean, find yourself that BTP and then schedule a BTP powwow. A brutal truth partner powwow. It's going to be immensely impactful. It can be once a month, can be once a week, however you decided. And the idea of a brutal truth, a BTP powwow, is for that partner to ask you about the actions you are taking based upon what you read or what you've written down. Not them, what they're saying you should do. It's not a judgment thing. It's just a call out to say, hey, Tito, you said you would read this book last week and you kind of didn't. So what's your excuse, partner? And you're going to give those excuses and that person's going to come back to you and you know what? I don't buy it. You've committed to this. Are you really committed to this? Is this the real truth? Do you really want this bad enough to make it happen? Well, that's it. Those are the 2 things. So go out, dress that list, 3 columns, find yourself the BTP, the brutal truth partner, and I'll catch you up next week. And remember, right? Every time you come back, be in the moment. But what you did in the past brought you to where you are here today. You cannot escape it. You cannot turn a blind eye to it, close your eyes. It doesn't happen. It is what made you here today. It is the people you've met. It is the environment you were in. It is the books that you've read or did not read, right? Got my hint? It is a TV show that you put on. It is all that stuff. I apologize for that cough, but here you go. I'm so excited. So you got to go out there, and it's all that stuff. All that stuff made you who you are here today. The good news is that it doesn't stop. It's a continuous transformation. You know, what you are from the past doesn't mean what you become tomorrow, but only if you make the magic happen. And the magic, as I've said so, is to take and learn from the past. If it's good stuff, you keep the good stuff and you keep doing the good stuff. So if you've been eating well and you're in great shape and your health is tremendous and you've been exercising, you keep that. Don't change it. Don't change it if you've achieved that level of success that you want to achieve. Now, if you learn about other stuff, you learn new stuff that's going to make you better, that's going to get you on a different path, you must go out and change that. You must take action. You must do on both sides. So when you do, what you learn with what you do with what you learn today. If you do with what you learn today, it's going to drive you. It's going to define who you become tomorrow. So your future is yours. Are you with me? Your future is yours. The next 45 years of my life is going to be the 45 I'm defining. It's going to be the 45 I decide to make what happens to it. What are you going to do about it? I invite you to come back with me. If you like this integrity, the second value, if you like this, please share it. Get it out there. People need to hear about it. It's nothing new. It's the basic truth. It's been said by many other people. It's just the way I say it. It's the way I decide to communicate. So if you love it, share it. I'm looking forward to seeing you again next week. Yes, next week I'm coming back. Every week I'm coming back to you with third value towards a Prodigious attitude. There's 7 of them. So I'll catch you next week. This is Tito Kang for the LoliNation blog saying aloha, mahalo, until next time, and to your prodigious success.